But so Elizabeth, you mentioned that you're trying your hand at another thing in the payments industry. Has this at this point, were you realizing this might kind of become your niche, or was it like, okay, this is just another thing that I have experience related to this?
I think one thing that's and I people may disagree with this, but engineering and software development is it's pretty consistent. You need to have a certain amount of industry knowledge, but the things that make you really successful in software development, it's almost industry agnostic in a way. As long as you've got really strong, good product management partners that kind of help you flush out kind of what do we need to do, what problems do we need to solve, writing the code, testing it, writing business requirements, those processes are pretty consistent. And so I don't know that I didn't set out saying, oh, I want to go into payments. It was just a really interesting opportunity to go work for a much bigger company and stay in the technology sector. So the industry itself wasn't really what attracted me. But once I got there, one of the things that made me happy was that when you're in payments, you are helping a lot of, in that role, a lot of businesses, sell their merchandise, their services, their things to other people. And you're kind of powering the economy. 55% of the world's credit card transactions flowed through the First Data networks. And, that's worldwide. So that's kind of a big deal, to be work for a giant that was really making a big difference in just e-commerce. And so that was fun. When I was at Equifax, one of the things that was a little bit less fun was the fact that, people's credit reports are good, and sometimes they're terrible, especially when you're the victim of fraud and your credit gets ruined and, or you can't buy something because your credit score isn't high enough. So there was a little bit of sort of just negative energy around that aspect of it. And so going to work for a company where I really felt like we were doing things that were helping the economy and small businesses in particular, also more so when I went to work for Elevon. But I thought that was kind of a fun, interesting aspect to feel like a really big contributor to the economy.
Not complaining, my thoughts get complicated, I cannot explain in lameness. Never losing focus because I ain't chasing payments. Still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.